we are back for the third and final headphone review for this month. I am taking a long break from headphones. At least maybe I got one more left in me. But anyway, guys, we are taking a look at a brand new headphones that have not even debuted yet until by the time you've seen this video. We are, of course, talking about the QCY Crosskey C30. I want to thank them for being a part of today's episode and coming back to the Technoid Show for another headphone review. But as you guys know, I like to keep this very transparent. They do not have a say. They do not have any affiliation with my opinion and my review process as a whole. Everything you're going to hear is my 100% unfiltered response with no basis or touch from the company. Now we got that out of the way, let's talk about the review. Alrighty, the first thing to talk about is the design. Now, the design of these headphones is a relatively unique design because I haven't seen a lot of headphones that have looked like this. I haven't seen too many headphones look like this, but I know Soundcore, Bose, and others are trying to revolutionize this design. It is now a clip-on earbud where it just kind of clicks into the side of your ear where the hear is. And ultimately what it's supposed to do is it allows for an open ear design without it having to be in the ear canal but below the ear canal, where it can direct the sound directly into your ear and it will not distort. It will also be very clear. And that is exactly what this design does, because taking a look at it, not only is it designed that way once you clip it in, but once you clip them into your ear, there is little to no pressure when the earbud is hanging at the side of your ear. It fits in very well. It has a nice ergonomic shape that doesn't distort from any different ear. I've used them on people that have small ears and large ears, and they all fit the same. The way you adjust it is you move the earbud up and down through the hole of your ear, and where you hear the best sound coming through, that is where you're going to leave it in. Now, when I had them on, they actually fit relatively very well. I didn't have any problems with them. They fit on relatively quick, and the installation process to put them in was pretty simple. So the design is actually very smooth. It does have a gloss finish, and it does have a very non-slippery texture inside of the ear, but I would have wished for a matte finish just to make it a little bit more stable. But then, of course, you take a look at the charging case. It is your standard charging case. It has an LED emitter in the front, USB-C on the back, and this thing has about 5 hours of playtime on each earbud. With the charging case, you get 25 hours for a total of 30 hours. On top of that, the earbuds themselves are packing some serious tech, which we're going to get to in just a moment. But all in all, when it comes to the design, I actually like them a lot. And it is actually a very unique design. I was very critical of this, but after using it in day-to-day use, while it may not be my cup of tea on a daily, I could actually see myself picking this up if I don't want something going in my ear. Alright, let's talk about the specs. These things have a 10.8mm driver, which produces a nice range of frequency, which we're going to get to. On top of that, it is rocking Bluetooth 5.4, so it has the latest Bluetooth protocol. It also has SBC and AAC Bluetooth technology. There is no LDAC, but considering the battery life and the size of these earbuds, I don't actually think that that is necessary. On top of that, it does have app support, which we will get to in just a moment. And lastly, there is no transparency or active noise canceling because these are an open earbud, so you could still have everything around you. However, it does have a bass algorithm enhancer with the EQ just by the default sound out of the box, and also it does have enhanced noise isolation, so when you're on a phone call, it does help to block out the noise around you so you can hear the phone call in its entirety. So overall, when it comes to the tech specs, it is your standard earbuds, but for an earbud this size, it is packing some impressive technology, and it even delivers in the next category, which we're about to get to, the sound quality. Alrighty, when it comes to the sound quality, you know the drill. With open earbuds versus in-ear buds, there are going to be two different types of sounds, but it all depends on the type of driver that they're using and the way that it's positioned. And I gotta tell you something, I just recently reviewed the Nearity open earbuds, and I thought that the sound signature on that was pretty good, but QCY took that sound signature and amplified it times 10. All of my issues that I had with the previous headphone that I reviewed are not only answered with these, but they do a phenomenal job with the sound signature. The sound signature is a very nice blend of low, mid, and high with one nice beat where everything is on the same level. There's no distortion at a high volume or a low volume, but it also comes in with a nice bass response. You feel that sub bass effect, and it has a nice, deep, crisp bass that is clear and pronounced. It does have spatial audio, I will put that out there. It does have an enhanced mode where you can get spatial audio, which is a very nice audio trick, but it's not something that I can say you should want to turn on every time. The stereo left and right sounds really good, but all in all, when it comes to the sound quality, these things actually deliver in areas that I didn't even think they were going to. The music sounded great, from hip hop, R&B, to classic music, even to synchronized music, all music across the genre. I do think that it needs a little bit of cleaning up in the mids department, because the low and the high end are very nice, but the mids sometimes there are a few songs where it does have a little bit of struggle trying to blend in, so I think that they could clean that up with a firmware update. But all in all, when it comes to the sound signature, QCY does it again. They knock it out of the park like they did with the Mellow Buds Pro. These things are excellent. Last thing to talk about is the app support. Now, the app support is once again my biggest highlight with QCY earbuds. Not only does it do a very good job of giving you so much features in the app, but for the price range that you're paying for, you are getting above value than what you should be getting for earbuds in this category. For starters, you get the battery emitter. You also get the EQs where you can customize. You have a left and right stereo channel where if one of the earbuds isn't sounding as loud on one side, you can tweak that. Then also when you go over, you get your firmware updates, Find My Earbuds, you have the spatial audio feature, the customizable controls, which I didn't even get to talk about, but it's very, very easy. Once you put them on the side, you just tap one time, double tap to skip, triple tap to play and pause, or whatever you want to customize. And then lastly, in the app, it also gives you everything you need to customize the earbud and more. So all in all, when it comes to the app support, it is actually your standard app support for QCY, but it's actually one of the better app supports out there. And once again, they're showing no compromise in this area, and that is an absolute plus.
This is a microphone sample of the QCY Crosskey C30. This is what they sound like in an enclosed environment. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you think the microphone quality is good, bad, or eh. Talk to you guys on the next one. See you soon.
So all in all, what do I think of the QCY Crosskey C30? Well, listen, I was not a fan of this design when I first saw it. I never got on board with these clip-on earbuds that are open ear. I always loved in-ear buds, but I gotta tell you, when I reviewed the Mellow Buds Pro, I did not know how much length that QCY was gonna go to make the best bang for your buck. That headphone proved it, and now they're proving it with the Crosskey C30. Not only are these earbuds absolutely great for people that don't want in-ear headphones that hurt your ears, they also made this headphone for people that want something simple and easy to use without breaking the bank. Once again, they've delivered a headphone that can hit all areas that I discussed in the Mellow Buds Pro video, and it's even added a few things. There are, of course, some negatives, which I will discuss in just a second here. My first negative is I do wish that the battery life had been a little bit better. I would have liked 6 hours. 5 hours is okay, but in my testing, I found with higher volume, I got around 4.5 and just barely making the 5-hour mark. That was my first negative. The second negative is that I do wish that eventually earbuds would finally start putting wireless charging standard across the board for headphones. And I really think that QCY for this price point could have done that. So I kind of wish for wireless charging. I also think my last negative is the microphone quality. While, again, if you guys think it sounds good, there were moments when I noticed that it did have some issues with certain calls with my friends not being able to hear me. So I do think they have to work on that with a firmware update. But everything else stands. The sound quality is impressive, the technology is impressive, the app support is impressive, the connectivity, the versatility, the multi-Bluetooth connection. I could go on and on and on, but it doesn't change the fact that once again, QCY has made a product that has literally outperformed their competition and is showing why the competition may need to start looking at this. Because, you know, again, I don't like to use this word budget, but if a budget headphone can give you more premium experience over your premium headphones, then you got a problem. And that is exactly what QCY has done. They are changing the game with what you think is budget and value and showing that you don't need to compromise on sound and features to get the whole package. So all in all, when it comes to my rating, I gotta tell you, if you like open earbuds and you want something that's new and unique, check out the QCY C30s. These are absolutely different and unique, and they do a phenomenal job from start to finish.